Welcome to another lesson in this special open and distance learning training. The topic for today, Thursday, the 5th day of November 2020, is setting up quiz for topic 2 from item developed by course facilitator based on the 20 golden rule. It will surely increase your knowledge base and strengthen NOW's capacity and management of e-learning platform for quality education. We aspire to be the foremost and the best university in Africa. Come with me to the class. You will surely enjoy it. My name is Dr. Olmate Samuel, your facilitator. Welcome back to class, the practical track setting up quiz for topic 2 from item developed by course facilitator based on the 20 golden rule. The first thing we will look at is the learning objective. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify a well-developed multi-choice test item in line with 20 golden rules. Set up quiz for topic 2 from the developed item. So let's take it one by one. Learning objective 1, identifying the 20 golden rule. This is very vital because as you intend to set these things up, the course facilitator has developed them, and you need to be able to know what are these 20 golden rule. How do they apply? Such that if the facilitator by omission did not do it the way it should be, you can bring his attention to them. So it's very important that you know the 20 golden rules and you are able to bring the attention of the facilitator, when they omit certain aspects of the 20 golden rules. So let's go. Rule number 1, you must pay attention to how their instruction was written, and you must ensure that the instruction reads thus: select the alternative A to D that best answer or complete the statements. Ensure it is like that, and if it's not, bring their attention to it. Rule number 2, the option should be arranged vertically and not horizontal, and it should be readable. See the table below. You see, this is a very poor way of arranging the option. It lump everything together and can even confuse you. So bring their attention to it if it is not like this. Okay, that's rule number 2. Now let's go to rule number 3. If you look at this properly, we are saying that the stem and the option follow standard, synthetical and punctuation rule. What do we mean? If you look at this poorly written text item, you will see that the sentence, run along from the stem to the option is not coherent. Okay, let's read it. The main objective of biotechnology process is to develop technologies and produce products that harness. If you look at this harness, it's in capital H. If you read this, if you connect this to this, you observe that this capital H ought not to be, in the sentence. It should be in small letters. Okay? This is the best way to do it. So see that there is a connection, meaning that the stem and the option follow the standard, the punctuation rules. Okay? So when you see it and it's not consistent to what ought to be, bring their attention to it. That's the whole idea of letting you know the 20 golden rule. Rule number 4. The facilitators are not expected to test many things in one question. They are expected to just write one multiple choice question in one particular question. They should separate it. Now, if you look at this test item, the poorly written one, 2 questions were asked in one. And you see, the students will be struggling to answer them. There will be complication. Here we see that, just one single question and the answer provided for it. That's rule number 4. Rule number 5 that you should know Okay, our objective is clear: to bring it to the attention of the facilitator in case they missed out something, uh, some aspect of these rules. The STEM should present a problem or ask a question. It should be possible to answer the question with the STEM covered, meaning that if we cover the STEM, okay, we should be able to answer the question. For example, if you look at this now, DNA, and you say it could be an acronym, it has significance in biotechnology, it is a biotechnological terminology, it present in all in living organism. That is all true. But if you cover the the stem, you will not be able to answer the question. So the best way to do it, the best way facilitators are meant to set the question, is to ask a question: what is the basic building block of a DNA? Then the student will be able to answer it when you set it up. Okay? Now, rule number 6: all words and phrases that are common to the option should be removed from the stem. Now, if you look at the poorly written one, that help, that help, that help, that help. When you see something like this, bring it to their attention. They are going to move it to the stem. And we read: biotechnology harness cellular and biocellular uh, processes to develop technologies and products that help. You see, the options are clear there: that help advance research, that help teach, that help manipulate, that help improve. They will be able to choose from that, and that's rule number 6. Rule number 7: you see, when you see this kind of question asks that provide clue to the answer in the STEM. For example, the December 2020 World Biotechnology Day is scheduled to hold. It's already providing, a clue to the answer, knowing that the November options are already out of it. So when you see something like this, bring it to their attention. They can correct it like this: when is 2020 World Technology Day scheduled to hold? It's clear. So bring it to their attention if if you see that, clue is provided in the STEM. Rule number 8, you know, eliminate excessive wording and relevant information. Question and option must be clear. So for this, if you see the wordings are too much and irrelevant, you may not be able to correct the contents. Okay, but sometimes you just need to say, hello sir, can you pay attention to this? Can you see this? Can you reframe this? Even I as a layman, I don't even understand what you are communicating. So bring it to your attention. Rule number 9: when using incomplete statement, avoid beginning with a blank. So what do we mean? If you look at this poorly written one, from the beginning, they are pushing that is used to achieve, biotechnology formation of a fermented dairy product. But it can be better cast this way, without even the dash that you can even see here. Biotechnology information of fermented dairy product is achieved by. So that is very clear. That is rule number 9. Rule number 10 is that the question that you are supposed to set up, ensure that there is only one option that best answer the question. So meaning that, if you see the same question, the same answer, the same option answering the same question, maybe by omission it is duplicated, call their attention to it. Also, rule number 11: distractors should sound right to the student who lack the knowledge of the concept, and all of that. So when you look at questions, and of course these ones are within the prerogative of the facilitator. If they know what to do, they will be able to do it right. Okay. So rule number 12: they are supposed to avoid all of the above, none of the above. And we often say that the rule is that this one should just be 10%. So when you see 10 questions, and 5 of them are of this category, please, or even 3 of them, call the attention of the facilitator. Okay. Yes, rule number 16 now. You know, they are supposed to avoid making correct option key occur in predictable fashion. What do we mean when you see them give options the correct answer? Because it will be underlined in red for you, really. We will see that later in the practical aspect of this uh, course, of this lesson. When you see it is A or B C C, call their attention to it so that they can reorder where the correct answer are to be placed in the written test. Rule number 17, reduce the number of negatively worded items. Sorry, I think I mentioned something earlier. It is the negatively worded that should be 10%. Okay, but the one I mentioned before, if you look at it, yes, rule number, okay, 14. Okay, yes, rule number 12. Okay, I think I omitted a 13 before. So rule number 12, you avoid all of the above and none of the, none of the above, this above here in the option. And with number 13, if the facilitators give questions, that's is with diagram, it's expected that they should not ask more than one or two questions from the diagram. They cannot afford to use, the diagram, they are going to ask 5 questions from the diagram. Call their attention to it. Rule number 14 that I omitted before I went to 16 is that numerical options should be arranged in either ascending or descending order. If you look at the options here, it is scattered. Okay, 6, 4, 5, 3. No, it should be arranged in this order. How many feet of DNA does each human cell contain? 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is the best way it should be arranged for you so that you can set it up. We'll see that later. 15, as much as possible, options should be equal length, or 2 could be short or 2 could be long. You see, if you look at this poorly written one, the idea is that you don't correct it by yourself, you point it to the attention of the facilitator. Okay, so if you look at this one is too short and this one is extremely very long. The best way is you can have all of them, of the same length, or two of them short, 2 of them, long. Okay, and I think we have done 16 before, and we have 17 when we said that the maximum that except or not negatively worded stem should be at least 10% of the number. Okay, now number 18, which is number 18, avoid answering one question in a text by giving the answer somewhere in the text. So as you post this, as you copy and paste this text item, if you see, where a particular question has been answered in the previous text, please point their attention to it. You can't overflog that. Point their attention to it. Don't attempt to correct it. Okay. Rule number 19, and second to the last, make the first few multiple questions relatively quick and easy. Of course, the facilitator know about that, and I know they will comply with it. The final rule, it's not in particular order, but just have all of this in mind, is that they should not include alternatives such as A and D or all but C as option. No, it will be clearly written. When you see things like this and a lot of alternative, and it's ambiguous, we will appreciate if you called their attention to it. So that's the first aspect, that's the objective one that we have just completed. Okay, let's go to the second objective. Now, the second objective is you are now actually expected to set up this quiz, having confirmed that all of this is in consonance with the 20 golden rule, and you are satisfied with it. Okay, so you could proceed to objective 2, which is setting up quiz for topic 2. And we have two aspect of this. We'll go into the practical. I'll just quickly run through, the steps that you will take to set this thing up. Two phases, phase one and phase two. We'll do the practical, take you to the practical aspect of it step by step. So the first thing is that you go to the course page, okay, and you click miscellaneous, and you search for the course, okay. And by the time you get to the course, you click the course, click it. But very importantly, I will demonstrate it later. You turn editing on. Please don't forget. If you don't turn it on, nothing can be done at this point. That's why we bold in this for you to see it clearly. Okay, haven't turned editing on, you locate where lesson 2 is. Okay, there's previous lesson 1. Go there and click on add activity or resource. I will demonstrate it very shortly. Add activity and resource. And having add activity, you select quiz as the option to add. And having done that, you select multiple choice question. Then, of course, the process continues. You add the name of the text on lesson 2. You go to description. We'll be demonstrating all of this in very soon. Add description, usually, the instruction. You will see it in my own prepared, test item already. Okay, I'll just copy and paste it. When we get there, we'll see it. Then, of course, we'll be dealing with time, how we can set the time as prescribed by the facilitator, the grade, how many times the student are allowed to attempt those questions, and the layout, how many questions will be per page. Of course, you'll be at the bottom of the page, you scroll down to the bottom, you save and return to course. Of course, we'll show you very precisely at the practical aspect. Then you go back to the course to see how the quiz is to be set up. So we'll do the practical. But one more step, the second phase, before we go to the practical section. The second phase is this. Still objective 2. Okay? You now want to load these questions now. Having set it up, you want to load the questions, on the quiz. So, and this step is so easy. And 3 steps, and the third aspect is what I will demonstrate for you practically as we move to the practical aspects. So lesson 1, lesson 2, I beg your pardon, lesson 2. Okay, so you go to your course page now and click on quiz on lesson 2. Okay, and click on edit quiz. We'll show you practically, as we continue. Click on edit quiz. Then you now begin to follow the instruction. In the next video, I will show you, where I will begin to copy and paste on the module. Okay, and in that, I'm going to open 2 platforms, the module and the questions. I will click add. By the time I add to it, I'll click on new questions. I will click on multiple choice, and add to it. Then I will fill the question aspect of it, fill, fill the text questions. That is the question itself, copy and paste with precision. I'll show you how to do that. On the number of choices, I put all capital A, B, C, D, and the answer, I copy and paste the choice, from, 1 to 4. And the grade of the correct answer, I will just put 100. And the distractors, none. Okay, I'll scroll to the bottom. I will save it. Okay, I will save the changes, and the same thing will be done for question 2 to 10. I will save, return to course. That's what I'm going to do for you. Change the dates and confirm that the steps are accurate. Then, how do I do that? I click start attempt to preview. And after I finish all of that, I will also reset to the actual dates based on the timetable. Okay, so it's very important that we know all of this as we go into the practical session. We take them one after the other. And after the practical session, I will expect that you will uh, come to an assignment. I'll give you an assignment to highlight the general rule that I've taught you. I've taught you, and I've made you to know. And you also set your own question at the end of the class. So what we did just now is identify the 20 golden rule and also set up our tests in module, topic 2, and we uploaded 2 items for you. I want to uh, believe that you've learned many things here. Bye. Bye for now. Welcome back to class as we begin the practical class. And it hope to be a very interesting one. Okay, so in the practical class, fulfilling objective 2, setting up quiz for topic 2 from the developed items. It has 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. I have taken you through the phase 1 and 2 before, but we are going to carry out the practical aspect of this lesson. Okay, so let's go. So we are expected to go to the course page, put in your password, and you click on the course, the specific course you are expected to set up. Okay, so let's go there now. We come here. This is the course. My own course is biotechnology in animal production. Remember, we said that you are expected to turn editing on. Here is it. It's on right now. If I click here, it is off, but we want it on. So what do? We click here. Editing should be on. And we said once the editing is on, we are doing setting up lesson 2. So we're going to click activity. When we click activity, we select quiz and so on and so forth. So let's come here. This is topic 1. We're not that's all we are interested in. We come to topic 2. We are not interested in that. Yes, we're interested in that, sorry. So topic 2, what I said is we already have text on topic 2, but we're going to create a new one. So we said add activity. Good. And we have several activities here and resource here, assignment, book, charts. But our interest is in the quiz, yes. So we click the quiz. Good. And the name of the quiz is test or quiz on topic 2. Remember, we have under topic 2, so we say underscore training. Okay. And the description, remember we said we should add the description here. Okay. And we said the description is usually the instruction. Select from alternates A to D the best answer to the question and complete the statement. So we go to our already prepared question, the one that the facilitator has handed over to you. This is the instruction. So we copy here the instruction, we copy. You can copy from here, you can come to edit and you click copy. Okay. And once you copy, you come back here and you paste. That is the instruction. So the next thing is the timing. The time it will open, the time it will close, and the time limit, which we said is going to be 10 minutes. Okay. So when we come here, we are looking at the time. Okay. So it puts today's date, which is October 25, and 1 a.m. But all of these things will not function, as you can see, until you enable it here. Okay, once you enable it here, you can now set the time. Let's say October, this is today is 4th of November, 5th of November. So let's set as this 7th of November, 7th of November, 7th and November. Okay. Okay, the time usually you want to start from 8 o'clock and 8 o'clock, yes. The same day, you're going to close, see, until I click enable editing, nothing will happen. So we're going to close the same day, 7 o'clock, 7th of November, okay? And we're closing by 6, okay? And we say time limits, we enable editing here, enable it here, and put 10 minutes. You'll be given instruction as to what time, how many minutes. It can be hour, it can be second, it can be days and week. Okay, you'll be given that instruction. However, for this quiz is 10 minutes. So we go to grade now. Grade, we want time allowed, unlimited. I don't think so. Nobody has unlimited time to do any assignments. We said unlimited attempts, sorry. Only 1 attempt. I'm having 4 attempts. So that is true. We are true with that, the grade. The layout speaks of every question. How many questions do you want in a page? It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4. But you'll be given instruction to that anyway. If you are given, most of the time, we say every page should have 5 questions. Okay, so we're true with that, and we'll come and say save and return to course. Okay, so you will observe that we are true with that. That is it. Remember, we said this, we've done the timing, we have the grade, the layout, and we save and return to course. So we are true with that first aspect. So when you click here, for example, you click here, okay, you see all of these details. Test on topic 2, special open and distance learning training. Select the alternative A to D that best answer the question or complete the statements. Okay, so how many attempts? 1. Quiz will not be available until Saturday, the 7th of November, and the time 8 a.m. and it will close that same day by 6 p.m. Okay, time allowed, time limit is 10 minutes for the question. No question has been added yet. Okay, so that's where the first phase stops and the second phase starts. Okay, and in the second phase, we are told that we should click edit quiz and follow instruction as I continue to guide you. So what are we doing? We said edit quiz. Good. So here we are going to edit the quiz. So from this point, like I explained to you before, you are going to open 2 platforms, the Moodle and the quiz. I open both of them because I'm going to be copying and pasting, copying and pasting, copy from here and paste here. Good. So what's the next thing I'm supposed to do here? I'm told to, from here, look at it, follow the instruction. We are saying that click add and then click on add new question. So go back there, I click on add and I'm clicking a new question. I click on new question. Now what am I supposed to do? Remember, in this place, we are going to a certain multiple choice question, not any other. So I come here, I click multiple choice. There are many other things we can do here, but the instruction you're given is that we are focusing on multiple choice questions. So I add it. Okay, yes, good. Once I add it, I have many things I'm going to do here. I have the question name, the question text. I also have the number of choices I want to make, then the answer choice 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be 5 and all that. So now the first thing I'm instructed to do is to put the name there, the name. Fill the question name as question 1. It can be 2, it can be 3, depending on the question you are editing. Okay, so I put question 1. Okay, all I need to do is question text. This is the question text. The question text. Look at it here. Good. So you copy this. You can either copy from here or Control C. But let me do this one. Control C. I copy from here, and I bring it here, and I paste it here. Good. So the mark is 1. Don't worry about this place. Don't worry here. Now, the number of choices, ABC, there are many things you can do here. You either use this or this, but this is what we want you to use, ABC, capital ABC. You select that. Okay, you now come and copy and paste the answers. So look at this now. I'm going to copy this. Copy it very well. And don't allow any extension of any kind. Okay, so I copy, Control C, or copy from the edits up there, and I come back here, and I just paste here. Good. Okay, then I do the next here, same thing, copy. Then I come here and I paste. Okay, now since they are not the right answer, I just leave this here, none. If it's the right one, I put 100, but it's not the right answer, I put none. Now, you will see what I will do with the third one. I come, I pick the third one. Most of the time, of course, all the time, the right answer will be colored red for you. Okay, so I just copy it, and I come here, and I paste it here. Remember, we said once it is the right answer, we click 100. Okay, and the final one, we're back here again. We pick this. Yes, copy. And I come here to paste the fourth one. And I paste it here. Okay, now, okay, leave it. Yeah, correct. So I copy here and now save changes. I'm not clicking save changes and continue editing. No, I'm not editing anything. I'm saving all the changes now. Once that is done, I'm through with question 1. Okay, the next thing you are going to do is add. You're going to add another. You either add from here or here. Either way, you can add. So you add this new question, multiple choice question, and add. Good. So what do we do next? Remember, we are saying that the name is what? Question 2. Good. And we come here. What is question 2 here? Look at it, question 2. We're saying you're going to copy this. Simple. No, copy it well. Copy this. Copy it, yes, exact. Control C. And I come to this place. I put the question text. Look at it, question text. Control V. I put it there. And I move on. Don't forget to the number of choices. Put them here, A, B, C, D. And come back to this. Yes, this is the first one. Remember, if you have this like this here, okay, if you have it labeled A, B, C, D, it will cause confusion for you. Most of the time, it will be done like this for you. So the first one, I picked this, Control C, I'm back here, and I paste it here. Okay, back to my questions. The second one is painted red, which, okay, Control C, and here. Okay, the third one is paint is here, manipulate the cell of plant and animal species. I copy, and I come here to paste. Good. And the last, not the least, I come here, I copy, and I come here, and I paste it. Good. What's next? I come and save changes. Okay? There's a problem here. Look at what it's telling me. One of the choice should be 100%. Oh, that was deliberate, just to drag your attention to it that once you don't put 100 in the right place, it will not agree with you. So which one is correct here? Let's go back. Or the second one. So we go back. The second one is the one that is correct. So I choose here, and I choose 100. Okay, let's see what will happen. Save changes. Save changes. Save changes. Good. See, it's correct. Okay, let me just attempt to do one more. What do I do next? Yes, what do I do next? I just add. Just add new questions. What is next? I click multiple choice. I add multiple choice. The next thing, I go to the question that has been set for me. That's not next. I must. What question am I? Question 3. Good. Then I now go to the question. Okay, so the question is here. Okay, good. I just copy. If you don't know, you can come here. I copy it. And I come to where I should paste it. I can come here again and click paste. Same thing, same thing. So don't forget this, A, B, C, D, in capital letter. And I am coming to my questions. Oh, the very first one is the answer. Don't forget. And because it's the answer, as soon as I finish pasting it, I click here, I add my 100. And the remaining one, I just copy and paste them. Because I know that they are not the answer. They are not the answer. So I just copy. Then the next one, just copy, just copy, just copy. Simple. Very, very simple. Very simple. So I come here, do the third one, I paste. The final one, I come back, copy, 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 and paste. Good. What do I do next? Simple. I just save changes. Save the changes that have been made. Good. Okay, so we've set 3 questions. Do we set one more? No, you can do that. I know you can do it now. You can do exactly what I have done. So what are we expected to do? We've done all we know what we're supposed to do. So we just follow the same process for the remaining questions. So what do? We are told to return to course. We can return from anywhere. We return to course. See here. Just click here and return to course. Okay, so when I return to course, look at it here. This is the one we just created here. This one, this one. When I now return here and click here, it's telling me that the quiz is not available. Wow. So how do I check? I must check to ensure that what I have done is correct. Okay, so what do? I just go ahead and change the date to the time I'm setting the question now. Just change the date. So what do? I click here to edit, edit setting. Good, 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 good. Okay, so look at it now. I come to the timing, 7th November. At the time, I want to just backtrack it to, let me say, 25th or 25th of October. Okay. 25th, same day, 25th, 25th, 25th of October. October. Okay. Okay. So let's see what happened. Let me just save, change and return to course. Yes, change and return to course. Let's try and click it now. See, good, good. So I can now attempt the course now, attempt quiz now. Okay, so now say, okay, now said I can start the attempt now. Are you sure you wish to start now? I say yes. I click it. Good. You see, very simple. So this is what you are going to see here. Okay. So once you see this and students have come, they will now come here to attempt it. Something happened here. Okay, the D was not captured. Okay, so I can edit the question. Edit question. Good. Yeah? Can you see? Can you see? So the D was not captured. A, B, C. That's the question. Good. So I add one more. Blank. Good. Okay. We now have 4 and 5. Good. So I go to the question itself, the use of living organism in human body. Go back here. Use of living organism. The use of, can you see? We didn't pick this. Can you see? So that's the reason why you should check. I copy, I come here, and I come to the 4th one. The 4th one. I just paste it. Okay. And I now say, come back here, save changes, save changes. Good, 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 good. Okay. So I come to the dashboard. I want to see my changes that is I have done, ensure that it is correct. Good. Okay, so I come here, back here, click here, attempt now, continue my attempt. Okay, just to check. It's still showing me this. Something is not correct, but it ought to be like this. Okay, so if we do the right thing. Okay, so we are previewing it. You have to preview it. And once you do the right thing, you will see all of this, in this format. Okay, so I will go to edit setting to make all the corrections. Okay, I'll make all the corrections and it will come out perfectly well. Okay, so let me see what we are going to do. So that is the purpose of, you editing and cross-checking what you have done. Okay, you have to just check it out to be sure that what you have done is correct. So once you have done all of that, then you are through with your assignment. Once we get to the course, you following, we come back here. Want to edit a setting. Okay, good, 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 good. Come back to this time and change the correct time that has been given to you by the facilitator. So probably 10th of November, at the same time. And once that is done, you save and return back to course. Good. So once I come back here now and I click this, it will not allow me to edit. So to start to attempt the question because the time and the date is yet to arrive. So this is what you are expected to learn in this lesson. Number one, you've been able to identify the 20 golden rule. And the objective is that once the facilitator could not, or by omission, did not obey the rule, you can draw their attention to it. And secondly, we're able to set up tests in modules, and upload 3 items. And we'll make correction when we went to see to ensure that the questions are correct. We edited it. And the assignment I want you to focus on is, the general rule, not the STEM rule, but the general rule, highlight 5 of them, for setting up a question that is given to you. If you can identify it, what will you look out for in the general rule? And finally, in your own time, set up your own quiz on complete the remaining one. We'll give you the question that you're supposed to work with, set up 2 or 3, and perfect your skill. I believe you had a very, very robust time in this lesson. I sincerely believe that you will make your own contribution to making National Open University an enviable university, the best in Africa. Thank you very much. Best, all the best.